guest tonight is an actor and one of the biggest comedians in Britain. He's currently in two new movies, Tropic Thunder and Hamlet 2, which was the big hit at this year's Sundance Film Festival. Please welcome our friend Steve Coogan. Thank you so much for being here, Steve.
It's a pleasure.
Now, you know, I have been as you know, I've been a big fan of yours for such a long time. You've done so much brilliant work, and you're becoming well known in this country, but you are a massive star in the United Kingdom. Is that not true?
If you say so.
Many people come to you probably and say, Steve Coogan, he's the authority on what's funny, what's not funny. Do you get that a lot? Do you have people trying things on you, and they want your opinion? Yeah,
well, what they do is people will come up to me in a store if I'm shopping, or if I'm... I sometimes take the underground, the tube in London, and someone will sidle up to me and say, they've recognised me, and they say, it's okay, I won't blow your cover. Want to hear a funny story? And then I think, oh my God, I start sweating because I'm not going to have to laugh at it.
Right.
But the word, because I don't want to offend them and think like I'm an arrogant so-and-so.
Right.
But the worst time it happened to me was the Edinburgh Festival, where a lot of comedy goes on.
Big comedy festival.
Big comedy festival. Yeah. And some guy said, you've got to come and see our show, you've got to come and see our show. And I was like, oh, OK. And I went to see the show, and it stank.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, I don't want to hang around and speak to them afterwards. I don't know what to say, you know, because it'll be embarrassing, and I don't want to have to sort of lie. And so I tried to sneak out the theatre. I snuck down the stairs, and I was trying to find a way out. And this is terrible, because I was with my friends, so let's just go early. As soon as the applause and the curtain came down, I was down the stairs, and they said, which is the way out? I said, I think it's this door. And I opened the door and walked straight into their dressing room. And they went, Steve, and I went, it was fantastic! And they went, what, really?
Brilliant.
You really think so? I said, yeah, do I think so? It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Your voice gets higher the more you lie. You know? I love the show!
Superb! Yeah. What was your, you know, I was talking to Daniel about, you come from England, you come to this country, it seems like such a strange place in some ways. What was your first impression of America?
Well, I'm sort of quite used to it now, but when I was growing up, I thought I knew what America was like because I watched Kojak.
Yeah.
So I knew what America was like.
Yeah.
I watched Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She Wrote, yeah.
That was a slightly narrower frame of cultural reference even than Conan.
Yeah, but you're younger than me, and you pointed that out very subtly there, so thank you for that. I'm more successful. Let's just get it out in the open and say it. I'm younger!
Yes.
And the list goes on. No, my first impressions of America were actually when I was... the first impression was when my sister came to America in 1977 on holiday, and it was not many people travelled to America from England in those days. And she came back, and she got off the plane, and we picked her up at the airport, and we were like, what's America like? What's it like? And she said, it's amazing. She said, they get hot pizza delivered to their front door. And we were like, what? I said, what, cooked? Yeah, ready to eat.
You mean you were having dough brought to your homes in England?
Yeah.
Raw materials.
Well, yeah, we have tinned food, the kind of food you keep in a nuclear bunker. The kind of food we would eat regularly there. And they said, well, what else? Well, this was like crazy. And then she said, and the other thing is, sometimes they go out for breakfast. And that just blew our minds.
You don't do that in England,
that
or you
was
didn't?
An option.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you could go to the supermarket and buy something and come back and make yourself some, poached eggs, but you couldn't go. And people do now, of course. We all have cappuccinos. We're incredibly sophisticated. But in those days we weren't.
Now, did your sister bring you souvenirs? Did she bring you things back from America?
Thanks for the prompt. Yes, this
says it right here.
This is seamless.
Yeah.
Really is.
And then what happened?
Talking about seamless things, I was once on the very first talk show I did in England, a guy would say, would try and segue into impressions. And now, what would Bob Geldof say if he were here right now? This kind of terrible segueing. But that's right. Yes, no, thank you. Oh,
I'm not going to prompt you again after that.
You don't mind if
and nowhere in here does it say touch leg.
But do you know what? When I do that, it suddenly fills me with a confidence and an energy. You know, when I touch a leg. So
I felt the same way.
Good. I'm straight, by the way. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just screwing around. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Did your sister bring you any souvenirs?
Oh my God. I know. Sorry.
Or not?
Okay. You know,
Screw that story. Let's not do that one. To hell with that one. I don't like that one.
whatever the story is, it's not going to be as good as what just happened.
Yeah. Now, Hamlet 2. Let's talk about Hamlet 2. This is, you are a drama teacher, and you are a terrible drama teacher. Is that a fair summation of who you are?
I'm a bad drama teacher. I'm a failed actor and a bad drama teacher. Not in reality, in the movie.
This is a character you like to play people that are
Jerks.
jerks.
Yeah.
You enjoy that.
Well, I don't. So the strategy is, if you play lots of idiots, then people somehow think that maybe you're not an idiot or a jerk.
Right.
But of course, that can backfire. They can think he's good at playing idiots and jerks because maybe he is one.
So it's dangerous ground to be in, and so you have an idea for a play. Tell us a little bit more about the movie before we get to the clip.
Oh, my character has to save the drama department, and he does that by writing a sequel to Hamlet. Because he thinks that the original Hamlet was so sad because everyone dies at the end, so he wants to do a sequel where Hamlet builds a time machine, goes back in time, and saves everybody's life. In true Hollywood ending style. But you kind of get the tone of what he's like as a drama teacher, because one of my favourite scenes in the opening scene of the movie, he's putting on a stage version with the students, a stage version of Erin Brockovich. and talks about doing, and there's mention a review of him having done a stage production of The Shield season 2.
I would see that. It's a good show. Now we have a clip here. Anything we need to know for this?
Oh, this is this has the delightful Elizabeth Shue playing herself in the movie. Yeah, she plays herself as you'll kind of see as someone who's disillusioned with the acting business and turns up in Tucson, and I play her besotted fan. But
let's take a look at this clip from Hamlet 2.
I'm sorry to be so forward, but you look a lot like my favorite actress of all time, Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, I am her.
Yeah, but you really look like her.
Well, that's because I am her.
Oh my God, I knew it in my heart soul.
Oh my God, I am freaking out! Ah!
I'm freaking out. You were wonderful in Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, thank you.
So fabulously funny in Adventures in Babysitting. Not forgetting Cocktail with Tom Cruise. What is he like? He seems totally great. What are you doing in Tucson? Oh my God, I am freaking out!
I'm actually a nurse now. I just, got kind of sick of the business, Sick of all the horrible people, and it's all about being a celebrity now. Anyway, there's a real shortage of nurses out there, and I like taking care of people.
Oh my God, I didn't hear anything you just said because I'm too excited.
Hamlet 2 is in theaters now. Is that hard to do, the American accent?
No, I just listen to people like you, and
then you just get it down.
And then I just get it down, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Come back soon. I really like having you on the show.
I like being on the show.
You're a bad guy. Steve Coogan, everybody. We'll take a break when we come back. The whole stage.